Ladies and gentlemen, this is an episode of RELLism. I'm your host, Rello, that's R-E-L-L-O, and I happen to have, the best way I can put it is the voice of the streets, man. We got one of the hottest artists in the city, one of the hardest working artists in the city, one of my favorite artists from the city, Wichita, Kansas, own Ado. Ado, what's going on with it,
Thank you, Brody. Thank you.
Much love to you, man.
Appreciate that.
So, my first question for you, because we know each other a little bit, but it's been kind of been crossing
on
paths
different sets.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For sure.
What part of the town you grew up in? Or would you say you grew up on?
Okay, this the thing, bro. This the dub. So, I done stayed in 15, 20 plus houses, my nigga. You know what I mean? Through this joint. But I'ma say, bro, I had a grandmother on the north side, a grandmother on the south side, bro. Started off on the north, maneuvered through the south, got at my mama's.
Either hit Hillside or Oliver, go straight down.
Man, Hillside all the way down. It's bittersweet with me, bro. Everybody don't got that story, so I understand. People be like, but it's easy for me to say, man, I done been in every slum, spent time in every slum around this joint. They know me, you know what I mean?
Got respect in every neighborhood.
Right, but I'm talking about the north to Oakland to Plainview, you know what I'm saying, the whole way.
Definitely.
But yeah.
What does it mean to you, Ado, when someone says when I say you the voice of the streets? Cause I'm not the only one that said that. Literally, to me, it's not. I'm not saying you promote the streets. Right. What I'm simply saying is that it's that pain that we go through in the streets, what people live and have to deal with every day. Right. You bring that to light.
Yeah, because basically I'm just telling my story and a story from other people around me. I feel like at that time when I came out, in my age group, it wasn't nobody speaking for the streets. On a bigger platform around here, you know what I mean, where everybody was a platform where everybody was paying attention. Because at first that's all I had was the streets, bro. You know what I mean, and they rooting for me. So I feel like you get chose. So the chosen one, basically, hey, rock with him. I mean, it just goes as far as the outskirts, them headed people going out of town. Hey, fuck with this dude, really putting they all into me at the same time. So I felt like, shit, I just got that job. That was my job at that time. Not saying that it wasn't nothing before me, but I'm saying it took a break. And then when I came along, bro, it wasn't a fab. It wasn't cool to do that.
This? You know what I'm saying?
That shit wasn't cool, bro.
It's people doing it, but then it's those, you know what I'm saying, you yourself, you actually pushing
took it to another level.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that shit wasn't cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie, the DJs wasn't with it, bro. We wasn't allowed in the old town. You know what I'm saying? None of that. We really had to create our own lane, bro.
Around what time do you think that kind of started changing a little bit?
Man, when they realized
a little bit of everything.
Right, come on, bro. Yeah, so around that time, that's what pissed me off, bro. We went to Old Town, 20, 30 deep, bro. Shit, that was, man, pants sagging, bro. This is before niggas got hip on drip for real, you know. You know how it was, this right after the Tall T era, bro. Niggas swinging through there.
Out.
Yeah, but people is telling us hey man, this the time when you on the ride to the car am I cool? You know what I'm saying? They tripping at the door to where Cass is hey, you better get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? You might not get in. Half y'all might not get in, if not all. So I'm from the era where
you gotta go.
Yeah, for real. I'm from that thing where hey bro, two of us gonna get out.
Yep.
Wait 5 minutes, two of us gonna get out, cause we'll march up, bro, and they'll stop you halfway. Hey, it ain't happening. Yeah. So that kind of, it put something in me.
That stereotype.
Yeah, it put something in me. I understand, now that, business and everything, I understand, but it put something in me. All right, we gonna go back to the hood with it, back to the drawing board and shit, try this shit. So when we got into the music for real, shit, I start throwing our own shit,
Some of them kickbacks, though, I know you got some legendary stories.
Crazy,
about some
bro.
kickbacks.
And it went up. That's the cold
They
part.
gotta make it to the club, had to go back to the block.
Cause we was already on the block, man. Shout out Munger Lane, man. We already on.
You know you pregame turning up before you even head out.
Yeah, and before those times, bro, we didn't even need a club. Like, we fresh out of YRH, YCAT, whatever. You know, you got half the niggas on the block on the run, like turning up. Like, people from the club would actually leave the club to come to the block where we was to throw down.
I believe
you gonna leave with a bride, you know what I'm saying? Bride gonna leave with a cat, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was up, bro.
Yeah.
So, shit, them was the best times. And then we basically took what we had there and marketed. Like, all right, we got some connections to some buildings. Wasn't no major downtowns or nothing. Man, let's throw something and see what we can do. I'm talking about as far as, shit, we getting the connections. The crew, we piling up, bagging a truck in, throwing 2-3 speakers on the back from the Guitar Center on rent status.
Gotta make it work.
On the rent side.
Yep.
We calling the DJ up on the DJ side. What you need, 100, 200? Come on.
Make it happen.
Psh, we tell the whole hood it's up. They come in, shit, we already passing out tapes. They coming familiar with the words. So then, a couple cats come in from Old Town. We been hearing they been having it lit.
Yeah.
Let's walk in, kind of like recruiting. Like that, bro, it's crazy. So they walk in.
That's crazy. All that, like, it's a whole business shit behind this shit.
Man, it is, and we ain't even knowing it. But during this time, we still kind of managed, you know. We is managed at this time. But still, through all of that, you know, we all managed to keep some kind of business mind frame. Because we knew the life we was living someday, if forbidden, that we had to make something shake. You know, and that's what we had. We had our talents. We knew. We kicking back, free rapping and shit, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what happened, bro. So the Old Town people come in there and they bring it back. At first they like, nah, man, the police said no. They seen them on a flyer, they gang members, all this shit like that. Believe you not, the first time they let it slide, it went up.
Yep.
And not one show to this day, bro, on my name. Bro, ain't nothing went down. You know what I mean?
And that should speak for itself. Like,
bro,
you want to jump to conclusion and, like, you know what I'm saying? Say, like, oh, I'm going to bring the wrong type of crowd and shit like that. But my resume speak for itself. We ain't had no issues.
Man, I'm talking about, and that go a long way, too. Like, it was times where every gang was in the party, bro. And it was just a respect thing. And I ain't even just saying respect just for me, but just for each other. Like, man, they know that they praying on this. Though. Right, bro. They know that they praying on this. They out back. You see the shit? They out back, bro. Like, you know, shit, something finna happen. But
you know you gonna have a couple of dummies. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have a couple of the youngins, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might have a
it's a few
baby mama.
It's gonna
trip
happen.
On a baby daddy or something, you know, and get them out of here.
Stories. Them was always the good shit.
Right, get them out of here. But as far as that shit that really be happening.
Yeah, because it could get bad.
Man, it done got bad around here.
But it's like shit.
Bro, it's times
real.
where we don't, it be a whole nother concert, bro. We ain't got nothing to do with it. You be like, damn, last night went up, it hit the papers, you know? Like, we ain't had that, and I appreciate that too. Like, cause every concert I have to think about that. I'm responsible for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, cause people asking around, hey, you think it's gonna be safe? A lot of shit been going on streets, whatever like that. So I try to
feel comfortable that you can.
Yeah, I even wanted to be comfortable for everybody, you know. So yeah, shit.
How did you start getting, you know, feeling comfortable, you know what I'm saying, doing shows and stuff, like, you know, hosting and stuff,
bro?
Because now it's not just the performances, you know what I'm saying. Now you showing your face and, you know what I'm saying, you keeping the whole event going.
Yeah. So basically from the beginning, or are you talking about right now?
Right now, how does it feel now? Like, you getting used to it? Like,
just getting used to it. Yeah. It become regular. But every show, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get that feeling, bro. Every show, you gonna be like, damn, I'm finna hit the stage tonight. But up until 10 minutes before you hit the stage, you don't feel nothing. And then you gotta go. It's kind of like baseball. You just go up to the plate. You know you gotta swing. Shit, you up there now. You up there now. Yeah. You can't stand in line and they say batter number 2 go up and you like, damn, you can't even swing.
Shakes.
You gotta swing. No matter if you hit or not. No matter if the crowd ain't rocking with you, you better try to hit that ball, bro. better try to hit that ball. And I'm thankful for shit, you know, full percent of my shows, bro, I seen people rocking with me, bro. You know what I mean?
They love you.
I appreciate that.
They love you.
Yeah.
So growing up, though, what type of music was you listening to? Like, who were some of your influences coming up?
Believe it or not, I don't know if you can hear it in my sound. A lot of my older sound, I do a lot of samples and shit, but like 70s music really increased me because I feel like that was the soundtrack to my upcoming. You know, when you a little kid, you on the block.
You an 80s baby, so that 70s is like,
so you got like Curtis Mayfield and shit like that screaming through the speakers. You got shit, you know what I'm saying? Ron Isley and them. I mean,
old soul.
Right, bro.
Old
it's some
soul.
shit. You got Roger and Zap thumping back.
Boy, what you know about that?
Ah, man, I get crazy. I got a record collection, all that. You know, vinyl.
Fire.
I love when they brought the vinyls back, bro. And then
you got a collection of vinyls?
Yeah, for sure.
That's fire.
Yeah, cause bro, when I was coming up, you see your pops, your uncle, your grandpa, they have a milk crate, bro. You flip through the milk crate. They didn't play about that shit neither. You better not grab it with your fingers, none of that. And that's what.
And don't get them out of order either.
Yeah.
I got that shit how I want it.
Right. And then that grew on me too, to where we come in at the CD era.
Yeah, I'm a CD. Got
but
the big ass book.
I was still a part of the tape decks. You know, even though it was kind of throwback, it was still in. Because you would get a tape deck, record on the radio. Yeah. So, you know, it's the same way with the CDs. You could tell if somebody was around that or not because how they treat a CD. Yeah. Because you know how cats get a CD, get the just fingerprints everywhere. But if you was around that shit, bro, you ain't playing. It take them 2 minutes to place that joint back in. You know what I'm saying?
For real. And then I used to have my pops, he didn't play about that shit. My pops used to have like a little thing of rubbing alcohol. He'd be like, man, you better rub the back of the CD, whatever, make sure that it's good and shit.
You had it honest, bro. That rubbing alcohol. Then they brought the new age, brought out toothpaste, all kind of shit for the
I
fillers.
ain't heard the toothpaste.
Yeah, for the fillers on the scratchers. You know what I mean?
You
see that?
Yeah. You don't put me on game.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, like that, bro. Like that sound, and then it led more on to like, then I seen Easy and them on the Bone Thugs and Harmony and them on the TV screen. You know, and so I seen that Dre that's what he was doing, bro. If you look at the movie, he taking the records out, you know.
He just sitting there.
Doing a lot of George Clinton and all that, you know, so I kind of took on to that. Because believe it or not, I don't know if you heard, they used to call Wichita like Baby Cali back in the day. Because, I mean, we adopted so much, bro. We was wearing Dickies. You know, you had the gangs from California.
We are influenced from.
Come on, bro.
Heavy.
We just gonna be honest with it. The streets anyway, it wasn't a lot of East Coast shit going on around here.
That's a fact.
You know, and then the South Bridge, then I feel like if you was born like late 90s or something, or even, but we all adapted to the South a little bit. I feel like that's something like you might learn, but if you learn the roots, like, okay, so my homie, he'll put me on to some Southern shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll put me on the UGK. Yeah,
he'll put me like that. Or 3-6 Mafia.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
That was it.
But
that was the lineup.
You be like,
outside of the West Coast, bro, that was the lineup.
You know what I'm saying? That's that Southern side.
Bro.
My pops, Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying?
Man, my pops from California, my mama's from Arkansas, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You got the best of both worlds.
I call it the game, bro. Like, I got California game, I got Southern game. You know, my grandmother, you know, Shreveport, you know, right up the way. Had my mama in Arkansas. My cousins and them come down here from Arkansas. When you know how that work, they get in trouble or get tired of that. They all piling up at my mama's house.
Yeah.
So they coming, they like shit. What? They making shit out of flour. You know what I mean?
Making it work.
Yeah. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. So yeah, I got a lot of game from that. A lot of survival tactics from that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So yeah. So that's definitely my influence. And then when you take it, the South stuff, it have to be way back. Like you said, UGK, shit, Lil Kiki, shit like Master that. P, and the Screw Air. Yeah. I can't leave them out. Hell yeah, the Screw Air and all that. But that was on some shit like, you know, like you say, chilling with your friends and all that. But me, first off, man, I was looking at that TV, man, that floor model, that box joint. and Eazy and then was on there, bro, and it was amazing, you know. And at the same time, I'm musically inclined by cats like Michael Jackson, Prince.
You got a little bit of everything.
Right. So, but I appreciated their music so much, bro, because at those times, I was going through so much as a child. You know, songs like I'll Be There and all that, Jackson 5, bro, them put you to sleep at night. You know what I mean? It's like a music father, you know what I mean? For real, bro.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times, you know what I'm saying, just listening to music done like put me to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Just listening at night.
Man, smooth jazz, bro, all that
boy.
it'll kick in on you.
But at what point would you say you started taking music serious? Me and you was talking off camera, and you said you know what I'm saying, you were hitting the studio around 12,
Right.
but kind of like went to the professional side around 14.
Right. So 2012, 2010, rest in peace, Montana YG. I hooked up with him. I went to my cousin's studio, like, hey, what y'all was saying earlier about how y'all was podcasting in the kitchens and the basements, and then you in the big house now.
You got to work your way up.
It's the same thing, bro. We got down in the kitchen. Man, we got out on the MPCs, them joints, them boards, where it wasn't no software, just a board. You hit the button, record, you bring the dial up. That's track 1. You punch in on
God
2.
damn.
And look, my cousin mixing us like that. You need to be a little higher? Like that.
I got you.
And you move the knob up. Ain't no clicking on Pro Tools, none of that. You know what I mean? You got the beat man right there. Doom, doom.
Man,
doom.
how creative is black people? Just people in
Crazy, bro. Some of the best musicians in the world.
crazy.
Yeah, but as to go back to what you're saying, like, so we walk in the studio, shout out Dead Bodies on Hillside. That was my first professional studio. So we walk in there, we go up. This is around the time ASO and them was still kicking up dust. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we basically sharing that with them. You know, Big Relly Chubb, shout out, you know, he basically had the big hand on it. When
You talking with some Wichita shit right
When
now.
you see ASO coming, bro, I had to get out the way.
Yeah.
Even though they're my relatives, you know, but they like shit, right? Come to the session. Man, I have to wait damn near, but that's what I loved about Bodies. 4 in the morning, he understood street niggas like 4 in the morning, I'd be on before you type in the phone, I'm on the tab like, whole night of hustling, I'm good. Man, let me hit the studio and talk about this shit. I go up there, you know, Hood Rich, y'all know Hood Rich?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
Damn.
Bro was catching taxi cabs to the studio.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you naming some real shit right now.
And it's just shit that was surrounding from the beginning, but I wasn't established yet. I wasn't, like I said, I'm moving out the way. Let me check out how they do shit too. But, you know, you had Unlawful at that time, everything, but shit, it moved forward. I'm still working, but I don't want to put out no bullshit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm putting mixtapes out in the streets, but I'm not publicly announcing myself as an artist. So move forward to 2014, I hook up with Solder Hustle, Jay Maculus, you know, them was some of the kingpins at the time of street rap, you know, Unlawful, Gator Made Click, Bo Peep, all of them, bro. A lot of guys like that.
Shout out to Bo Peep.
For sure. He kicking out some good shit right now. Oh man.
I was at C's.
Hey,
I was at C's with 4 times, and he was in there, and he had something. I was like, oh shit.
Hey, it hit right here.
Yeah.
You know, shit, the shit man, that's the shit I appreciate. But like, so you edging on to that, and then you got the younger Unlawful, which was my age. Critter GP, Baby Wade, all of them beat up, all of them. We all figuring it out. How we gonna push this shit to the next? We got some bread at the time.
Yeah.
You know, so then we get on the lines. We connecting to Ampacinos in Bay areas. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, your memory good.
The Jacker. Man, bro,
you
it was
got
the
a cold
shit.
memory because ain't see here he's he's on it. I'm like, damn, how you remember all the
It was the
names?
shit, bro. It was the shit at that time, bro. I'd do anything to get one of them sessions back, bro, because it was literally everybody coming from their area, meeting at the table, getting down. Like I go back to creativity, this man gonna come different, but we all on the same page. Our sound is crazy. So you got all these cats, then we linking up with the Bay, the Jacker, shout out Richard Factor from Kansas City. You know, it was some shit in there, and then we move along. I basically go up out of that, get some connects. We reach in Messy Marv's. Shit, I wrap up with Joe
this
Blows.
Is just off the strength of conversation, just hustling.
Man, the streets, bro.
Hitting the streets moving.
They streets. They from the streets. Like, bro, we connecting, you know, we got people connecting us.
Yeah.
Shit, you know, certain women connecting us, all of that into play. To where it's like, man, hey, we got mess on the line. We got, and then it come, when they see you working with a couple of them, they like, shit, hey, bro, tap in. They the same way, bro. They see you doing something. They like, hey, bro, tap in. You need me? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, what? He just reached out. Then we going to Jay Stallings. This is way back then.
Damn.
They coming to my house, bro. Them Cali niggas smoking my shit out to where the smoke stay in the house for 3 days, bro. You know what I mean? They got trash bags before the shit was cool.
Yeah. To
where I'm like, bro, you in the dub, bro. Get that shit. Hey, don't do that again. Don't roll like that. Mm-hmm. You know, it was then. You know, you got hella big names, bro, from the Bay at that time. And that's building around E40 and Too Short and them. These labels I'm talking about, J Diggs, he coming through. Man, I'm talking about coming to the crib showing love, bro.
And that just goes to show, like, that Bay Area, like, it's almost like Bay Area damn near got a bridge here to Wichita.
It was a bridge, and that was a part of my vision, bro, a part of a lot of our vision. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We seen Kansas City doing it.
Yeah.
Shit, we locked up with Kansas City niggas all day. They doing the same shit we doing. We in the same type of predicament. Mm-hmm. We they backyards. We really they brothers.
We 2.5 hours away.
Even though I know they got politics. You know what I'm saying? We got politics. But we came to an agreement. Them our guys. You know what I'm saying? Topeka, all of that. You might not know it, but these guys have the same type of struggle. You know what I'm saying? So we all connecting each other. Shit. Like I tell everybody, you know, you never be like the next man, but it's always good if you can read another man's book, a page out of his book. Mm-hmm. You might see something in there. Man, I'm gonna take this page out of his book. I ain't gonna be like
supposed to learn game from everything.
Right. So Rich was building that bridge. We they backyard. Shit, we finna slap on the bridge too. Mm-hmm. Shit, let's bring it home. So we get to bringing all that shit home, bro, and that's kind of how it happened, man. Like, shit, they got the locking in with us pulling up. It was on, you know. Mm-hmm. Shit, we getting on with them, you know. It's a big deal. Akron, Ohio, Al Pacino, Young Bossy and them.
Yeah, we going a couple hours up now. Okay.
We bringing it home, bro. Like, shit, it was
That's
real.
Just crazy how, like, people don't realize, like, right here in Wichita, it's like you got 8 out, you got connects. Bro, the Midwest is bigger than y'all think it is.
All of them kind of that I named off done damn near said they want to get a crib here, bro. That means something.
I believe it.
That means something, bro.
There's a couple people from the West Coast that I've talked to, they're like, man, like, I'm going to give me a house out here. Like,
right.
Because niggas take for granted how cheap it is out here.
Man, come on.
They take for granted
we
about
talking
that shit.
About back then.
Yeah.
They couldn't believe it. They said, what? A house go for what?
Yep.
You know, California shit, you paying $500,000 to stay in the hood, you know?
That same money that you paying to stay in the hood, you could build you a house out here.
Multi-mansion type shit, you know?
For real.
That's why I don't mind, bro. Shit, nigga get 30 minutes out of here. Big joint. Why not? Right. Why not, bro?
But I think it's different for a gentleman like yourself, because it's like the life that you see for yourself, or the life that you've even been given now, it wasn't a given to begin with.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
no back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think about everything you've been through, how important is it for you as a man, like, when you taking all these wins, how important is it for you to always remember those L's that you took at some point?
Like, as far as, so what does it take for me to remember?
Because it's always important for you to remember when you was down.
Man, I'd be a coward to stop, bro. I wouldn't be nothing, you know what I'm saying, more than a coward if I stopped. Like you said, man, everything. And then just the immediate stuff that affected me, cool. You know, I think I was built for a lot of this shit, bro. You know, it's some shit that I would never speak about, and I was built for it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I look at other guys that come up under me kind of going through shit now. it hurts me because I know the politics of everything. And them streets, bro, it's a bad motherfucker, bro. It's a disease out there.
They don't care about no names.
Nah, bro, it's a bad, like, man, this shit get divided like the Red Sea overnight, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that sucks. You know what I mean? In the streets, bro. Yo, people you go to school with, childhood friends you coming up with, whatever, you know, any given moment, God, just because of your ties, nigga, you just met 5 months ago, divide the sea up, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why it's important for, you know, people to always put their people in check too.
Yeah.
Or shit, if you can, you know, make stuff go another way, do it, man. Just don't sit back and watch some shit go down, because it's very effective, bro.
Have you seen the show Snowfall?
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been so busy. I started like, I got a little bit after the first seasons.
Yeah. When
they went to the bar and met the lady. She gave him a piece. He went and put in some work. I think I left off they was in the desert. So I don't want to.
But there's a scene where like his homeboy wilding out a little bit.
This new shit?
Well, it's like a season ago.
The new okay.
And
okay.
like he defends his boy, but as soon as they get in the car, he give him that look and he checked the shit out of him.
That's our life.
He's like, nigga, where was this before? He's like, nah, like nigga, like
that's our life.
I'm gonna have you back there.
Hey.
But when it's one-on-one, I gotta check your ass about this shit.
That's our life, bro. So many times, and people was probably mad and they didn't understand it, because they'll call in, yo, why you let your mans do that, or what the fuck happened? It's like they ain't knowing, and I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you I checked my mans, but at the same time, it happened.
Yeah.
So like you said, that's the story of my life, bro, because it happens all the time.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It happens all the time, bro.
I feel you. We kind of we were talking about a little bit ago about how, you know, they create a narrative about you and it's like, you know, you can't get in and out and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of time, you know, it's the issues with the police and stuff like that or whatever. Well, we found out that the police officer that killed George Floyd was found guilty.
Guilty, bro.
For you personally, you know what I'm saying, as a black man, what does that mean to you?
Man, it means, to me, I feel like it's an accomplishment, you know. But
you gotta take a win when you can take a win.
Right. You gotta take a win, but I just feel like, bro, you know, they done so much, and I'm talking about before us.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a start, but it's been a lot of times before this situation, I feel like that it's a start. It's still out there.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm just doing cartwheels, you know.
I feel you, yeah.
Cause I feel like it's at the point, shit, what happened last time they did some bullshit? They tore shit up.
Found not guilty.
So I'm at this point, can I trust you?
No.
Is this a time for me to say, oh man, thank y'all for doing y'all job, or is this the time for me to say, yeah, y'all know what's up? Yeah. Like, you better have done that.
It's kind of torn.
It's torn. You feel like that a little bit, bro?
Yeah.
Because I look at the internet and a lot of people, man, one of my sister's pops, man, I seen him on there. He was so happy. And that's the people I'm happy for.
Yeah.
Because he knows way more than me, bro. Like, he's been through way more than me in that area.
Definitely.
So I feel like.
He's seen more. He's felt more.
I seen it in him. He on there pounding on his chest. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I took it into him being, you know, more joyful than, you know, me being like that, because I can't explain how that man feels to see that type of accomplishment, because he's probably, shit, you know, 10 years older than George, you know. So I feel like he really comes, he from, you know, he met my mama, he from Arkansas too. So just imagine, you know, they from Osceola. So
I want to say Little Rock. I don't know exactly what part, but my grandpa's from Arkansas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so like,
hey, man, you got it. You got it in you, man.
It's just funny how I just run. Like, that's just how I run.
Hey, bro, hey, for real, though, around Wichita, this was a place, bro, you don't get too many people that just say all of their roots come from here, bro. I really don't run into nobody that can just say they whole family was born and announced here.
Nah.
If you look at it, we adopted hella shit from California in the West, and you adopted hella shit from the South. I think people was just, you know, meeting in the middle.
Moving. And you aircraft pick up, you know what I'm saying?
The
people
jobs,
start finding
you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
look,
you know
look what most of the generation of our parents' generation, they was going to air. That was the thing, bro. Like, even if you take a trip to jail, bro, you was digging in the streets the whole time.
Yep.
I swear, back then, the whole time was, man, I'm going to get out, I'm going to get my house and my boat, I'm going to go to Boyne.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go to Beechcraft.
Sir.
And that's all you needed,
And
bro.
you set for life.
That was the platform.
Yep.
And that shit just cracked up. It's still out here, and congratulations to people.
I'm gonna go down the street to the north side. I'm gonna go ahead and get this little house, set
for
for
real,
life.
but you good though.
Yeah.
Like, it's still out there, and you gotta be appreciative to shit like that. But I think that kind of just cracked probably, 10 years ago, people started being like, I don't want to just end up like that.
Now everybody's supposed to be the superstar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, man, what people fail to realize, bro, you have to know where you at. You can't live like California in Wichita.
Nah.
It ain't designed.
You can try, but it ain't.
It ain't designed.
Yeah.
Go visit, come back.
Yep.
It ain't designed. It ain't designed to. I see people beating themselves up, trying so hard, and they say that what they doing in New York or they doing it in Detroit, man. They got platforms for people to do that. Man, you gotta know where you at. You get up on the game
Go
where
learn
you
the
at.
game and bring it back.
Man, it's a bunch of farming around here. It's a bunch of aircraft around here. And like you say, you can adopt stuff and bring it back. But as far as trying to make this be like somewhere else, it ain't never gonna happen, bro. So if this place is designed on aircraft, be smart. Man, get you a trade. Get you somewhere in there, man.
Now you talking.
Be smart, bro.
Now you talking.
It'll take care of your family, bro. It'll keep you out of jail.
We really gotta start pushing this trade situation.
Right,
you know
bro.
Because it's like
it's not like you going to college and you fucking yourself up.
Some of these trades is less than 6 weeks.
Come on, bro. My man's just start talking about a class with rapid vehicles. It's like 4 days. You just gotta pitch out like 1,400 or something. Look what's going on.
You got a job.
Right. Look what's going on right now, bro. Everywhere you look out, these PP loans, whatever. Everywhere you looking at, bro, it's new business every other day that needs
everybody got
rapid.
that mindset though.
Right, but I'm saying in that area, once again, if you on the entrepreneur side of things. But I'm saying if you just don't, man, it's nothing wrong with, bro, go get you one of them jobs at the platform that pays the most around here. Bro,
Yes,
aircraft, this is the platform.
Yes, sir.
Like, why not? It's gonna feed your family, bro. It's gonna keep you out of jail. It's gonna keep you out the way.
Talking about business. Whose idea was it to start up WSP?
Bro, to be honest, every idea
Mobile
that
car
came
wash
with me,
business.
right?
Yeah.
Shout out, thank you, bro, on
Yes,
everything. WSP Mobile Car Wash.com. Shit, you want to book?
Go ahead and book it on, man.
WSP. Before that, just hit my
like
shit
that.
somewhere. The link gonna come.
I like that.
But everything I ever done was my idea, bro. Everything.
Love
you know what I'm saying? Everything. Like, bro, and I'm thankful for my partners, my brothers, man. It's a circle of us. They rooted me so hard, I ain't need nobody else. Bro, my big brothers, man, like, they mean everything, man. You know, for real. And everybody know who they is. I'm with them all the time, man. Them guys, they the greatest, man, because they ain't like your natural OGs. They see you know, we was in it together now, so it got fucked up for all of us at one point. But everybody got their mind right. Man, we push each other, bro. You know, that's what we do.
That's a beautiful thing when black people
man, it make me so happy, bro. We don't have no hate in our shell, bro. Like, we don't have nothing saying, man, he need, man, you see what he did up there? Man, it's straight up, bro. We push each other to the max. And, bro, if we see something that need to be critiqued, man, we not even going to talk about it, bro. We going to show up and pick a shovel up, a hammer up, whatever, and we going to patch that shit up. Man, if I feel like my mans need a TV on that wall, bro, I ain't going to tell him to do it or talk to him about it. I'm going to go, man, I got a TV laying in my basement. I'm going to just go put it up there if it mean that much to me, if I'm that concerned about it. But as far as what you're saying, man, I literally thought about it. Well, I was out in California, Vegas and everything, and I seen it going down. I seen all of that, the mobile washes. I was actually seeing a cat do a music video getting his foreign sprayed off. And I'm thinking, like, fuck the foreigns. Look at this dude he's paying. He just dropped him like a nickel for one car. So I'm like, look at this dude. So I adopted it, but what people don't know, it took me 2 years. Like, not to get the shit, not to get the vans, not to get the equipment, but I wanted it to be right, bro. I'm not about to put myself in the presentation of when you think of a car wash, it's a man standing there with a bucket and soap. Nah. What we in 2021, we looking at Uber shit.
That water expensive as hell.
Yeah, we looking at Uber shit, bro. So I want to develop something that, all right, you Ubering food, you Ubering rides, you Ubering everything.
We gonna bring the car wash.
Man, we gonna Uber this shit. So if you get on that app, you put your location and time in, whatever slots available. Man, that joint, people be amazed. They say, so I don't call or anything, right?
Nope.
Nah, you clicked it in, they gonna be there on time. That's one of the methods, though. I'm big on time, you know?
And have you...
Sorry for the 5-minute late pull up, too.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that out there, you know, because I want everybody to know that time is valuable, bro. Yeah. I respect it, for real, you know.
Have you guys been doing, you know, doing all right, you know, with COVID and everything?
Bro, it went up, bro. You got to think, when you start putting out, look, COVID, go back to the drawing boards. We walking in our distributor, the supply stores, the people that distribute our shit. Mm-hmm. First thing they got on the counter when COVID pop up is disinfectant treatments. So you come up with a package. Look, the app, you got a client listing on the app. They say, hey, keys, doors unlocked, I'm in the shower. If y'all can send me a text when you're done, you don't have to, that's fine. Or lock the door when you're done, throw the keys in the mailbox. So we got shit like that going on to where we non-contact.
That's dope.
People don't want to go to the car wash.
Don't talk to nobody no more.
Look, you go to the car wash, you got to get out the car, you got to deal with people. Shit, probably a lot of them car washes was shutting down, you know?
Yep.
So it went into that. So the COVID shit made me go up, bro. I'm thankful for that. Not to mention, this shit started way before the COVID, like my business. I launched it. Right. I launched it way, LLC'd up all that way before, man, I knew this shit was even gonna happen. I had this 3 years before I launched it, I was working on it, bro.
It was just so happened like now, it's kind of like it benefits you in a
It's
in a way,
important to have patience with business, bro. If you not in it for the longevity, right, but you see a guy, he'll buy something and say, I need that back now. I just spent money on damn whatever the machine you working with. I need that back. We need to knock on somebody's door and service them. Don't do it. This ain't for you. Man, I build through the months. I mean, big generators, big pressure washers, big gallon tanks, man, vans, wrapping the vans. I'm saying piece by piece, you just piecing up. And bro, every day going out there testing the machinery out. Because you could test it out twice, you get to somewhere in Bel Air or something. We've been everywhere, Andover, Bel Air, we out there by the zoo. Man, you out there washing, and blow up on you. You know, you got to make sure everything, you don't want no bad.
Stay ready.
Right. So I just critiqued that joint for a whole year, basically. Just, all right, it's ready, you know, like that. So I basically, bro, I was out there, you know, people don't know that, man. I would learn something, get my hands dirty. I don't be online with it, but I'm behind the scenes, I'm getting my hands dirty. I'm cutting, okay, so the gravity ain't coming out as fast because I need that hole right there. It need to run a compressor through there. Gotcha. Whatever. Shit, I'm gonna cut that joint, go in the store.
Learn the business.
Right, you got it. Because if you don't learn the business, man, I trained all my, shout out Joe, man. I trained my employees. I trained him how I wanted to do. Everybody that come up under him, he gives them that same training. It's important to go by the book every time. Yeah. So you ain't gonna have no problems. So, man, shout out Joe, man. That's my man. He keeping that shit running for me.
That's
my bro, man, for real.
You getting older, man. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
baby, getting a little up there.
Yeah.
So the older you get, how important is it to you to get older?
Man, it goes back to you know, a lot of friends. Man, they ain't here. My neck and necks, man. They ain't here. Or they got all day, you know. I have to think about that every day I get up, you know what I'm saying? So,
one of the homies right now would kill to be where I'm at right now.
That's, like I say, I'll be a coward to stop because, man, you got to think about that, man. You know, shit, you have no choice. If you don't, you gonna roll over, bro. If that's what you want for your life, you just gonna roll over. So it don't make sense to me. So yeah, like you said, bro, it means everything to me to grow. The older I get, I see the more importance of tomorrow. And that's the biggest thing is waking up. because when I was a kid, I felt like I couldn't even leave this joint. I felt like I was a superhero. I could jump off a story building. Man, I could just jump off the ground if I get down there. Ain't gonna break my leg. Then the older you get, you be like, shit, man, that'll tear my whole leg off. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
When you looked at the movies as a kid, you say, he got shot twice, man. You could take them bullets. I would have took them bullets.
Oh, shit.
Man, he got shot 8 times. Man, just breathe. And it's a dude out here get shot 1 time in the hip and die.
Gone.
That's the shit you start realizing when you get older. So you be like, shit.
He got hit in the hip and he bled out? Like, what? Like, you...
Man, no games, bro. No games, for real.
So, I was going to ask you, I'm sorry, my bad.
Man, you good, bro.
Since I've known you, and I got to show appreciation here, but since, like, you know what I'm saying, we've known each other for this little bit of time, you've always shown love to the podcasters.
Ah, man.
That's one thing that, you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of rappers might feel some way about, you know, people that do podcasts and, you know, all that other shit. But you personally, what did you see in that realm that you was just like, yo, like, we have to support this?
Bro, because like I told you before, man, that was something that you lightweight pray about as an artist. Because once again, we talking about platforms, right? So I'm backed in. I'm on foot with it out the trunk. I'm taking 50 CDs in this store, 50 CDs in this store. And I'm saying, hey, you get my music at these stores. I got to go see the A-Rap. He going to have 200 for me.
Right.
Going to the flea market, One Stop Rob, he going to have 100 for me. I'm picking up like that. You know what I'm saying? So we coming from this footwork, and I'm noticing all these other guys out of town, they coming up because they got more platforms. They got just more people representing them, getting their story out there, bro. You come with a following, bruh come with a following. We need that.
Yeah.
So I feel like, man, when you look at the Breakfast Club and all that is so much for artists, bro.
Yeah. And
we didn't have that 0%, bro. And I didn't know who was gonna pick the ball up.
It was an empty space that, like, people thought it didn't go unnoticed. Like, you noticed that shit. You know what I mean?
Did,
like,
man. And I asked you that earlier. Like, shout out Mama Rossi. We just did the 10-year thing. You had the magazine, but that's the magazine. Hella a whole nother platform from a podcast. That's not a podcast. That's a magazine.
Right. There's a difference.
That's why I asked you, bro, like, you being young and everything too, a little bit younger. You walking in, you the first one. Let's just say that. And I ain't saying you the first person to do it. But along with them, you the first one. Man, 10 years from now, they gotta say, you the first one, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So you holding that. So, like, that's why I wanted to say, man, how did you feel just coming in like that, bro? Like, did you feel like it was, man, what, they tripping? This ain't been around. Or did you feel like, man, you was noticing that and it needed that feeling?
It used to make me mad, bro.
Thank you.
Like,
that's what's up.
I used to go, like, to, you know, different cities and stuff like that, and you would hear, like, perfect example. You go down to, like, Atlanta, and you hear, like, a popular song.
Right.
How these niggas got the remix, they got all the local artists on this record. And they playing it right now on the radio.
Right.
Why in the world is it that, if I go to Dallas right now, these niggas can name me 3 DJs that are on the radio. Bro. Like, I couldn't comprehend, like, why in the world don't we have any of this shit?
Come on, bro.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no
why?
Connections.
Why is it that?
Man, this is a platform,
and so, like,
bro.
we linking up with artists and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some names that, like, I'm like, yo, this is a big deal. They're like, oh, this is my first interview.
Bro, y'all created something. Y'all created something for real for the artists, man. A bunch of creativity. But, like, just think back then, like, XV doing all that good work, bro, and a podcast from his city.
Imagine if you had all this shit when Twan took off.
Twan Sack, come on, Cadillac Love, huge record, bro.
Because the big thing back then, if you could have spent on 93.5 or 93.9 back then, or 107.9,
bro,
that was the biggest thing in the world.
Right now, the podcast to me is bigger than the radio.
I agree. Podcast,
this shit is bigger than the radio, bro.
I agree 100%.
And for one, I've never needed the radio.
Nah.
Never. And shit, not saying nothing about it, but shit.
I ain't dissing it, but it's like,
if
yo.
you focused on that around here, bro, that ain't it.
Make it.
That ain't it, bro. Don't focus
at all.
Don't focus. Then that's where you gotta learn the business at. Once you get into the business, you'll see it's way bigger than the radio, bro. Here,
you gotta get
Nation, my nigga. You gotta get Radio Plus.
Yeah.
You want to get into royalties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People think you on the radio here, but shout out, cause it's some money now. Shout out to the people that did get spent on the radio here, but I'm saying that ain't equivalent to a hit being played on the radio as far as like shit when you got the nation.
Yeah.
Or when you got 7 states.
Yeah.
5 states in every station playing you. Now we talking about a house or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you just getting spent on the radio, it's a check, but it ain't what I think some people think.
No, it ain't.
Man, this shit right here, I'm telling you, it'll reach. It'll give you more opportunity.
We wanted to create a culture here in Wichita, and we said, yo, if people don't want to take the initiative and you know what I'm saying, and take the culture and move it forward,
yeah,
well, we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get in the trenches and do it.
And thank you for saying that, bro, because what you said earlier, you got mad. That's what it takes.
For real.
But not just getting mad. It's kind of like, you know, when you get in your first fist fight, you get so angry, you might swing and hit the air because you so mad. You're not getting mad and swinging at the air. You get mad and you start using this. You got creative with it because you didn't want to hit him. You didn't want to hit him and say, man, I swung at you. You wanted to hit him. So you took creativity and you hit them, and then now they gotta look at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Would Ado ever do a podcast?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When before you came around and all these great people on the wall, bro, on me, that was my thing. Not saying that was my secret thing of when I was no longer gonna be doing music, kind of older. I was gonna do that.
That's crazy at some point to think that you even had the idea of possibly stop doing music one day. Because look now.
Exactly.
Like, right now, like, hey, you ain't even at the peak yet. You know what I'm saying? It's still on the incline.
Keep doing that, yeah. And then it's doing that, like, every time. So, yeah.
Cause wait till we hit that and we start hitting that neutral and just raw.
Man, crazy. Yeah, I might not have time. Nah, but look, bro, it's literally like shit when you go to the NBA and now Shaq and the motherfucker, I feel the same way, bro. He want to talk about all the younger guys coming up and he want to explain the history that took place. I feel like shit, it's safe to say I'm a big part of the history of my era in the city as far as music.
Yes.
So I feel like shit, who can tell the story better than the person that was there? You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I feel like, shit, 10 years from now, I can talk about sit downs with you. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about
from now,
on the stage with other artists.
We're going to be looking at this shit like, what was we doing?
What was we doing? Exactly.
Looking at that shit like, ooh.
So yeah, then you're going to have younger artists coming up and then
yes, sir.
you can address them better.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can address them better than being somebody that ain't really tapped in. That'd be a problem because you don't want to get into nothing that you know nothing about. And then it make it uncomfortable for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Underground Money Unit.
Man, Underworld Money Unit?
Underworld Money, my apologies.
You good, bro. It's easy to get. So if you look at the logo, it got a map. It got the money bag, a map, which is a map in there. You got a shovel. It's not about, it's basically no handouts coming from the underworld. See, the underworld is, the streets.
Gotcha.
So sometimes you can't get certain things in Dillard's or the grocery store that you can get in the streets. You got to go to the streets. I like to say that's the underworld because, people go to the underworld to get shit that you can't get, in the main line.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like, man, that's the have-nots, bro. Like we coming from that and we repping that. It's also a shovel on there.
The underworld, I like that though.
Right. One of my favorite lines on a song a lot of people fucked with was grab a shovel. Here's a shovel, Brody. Get it out the mud with me. Basically, it's the brother shit, bro. To like, man, we ain't into like a cat standing there like, man, so what you gonna give me? And he ain't putting in no work. Like, nah, you wanna be around here, you gonna grab a shovel and keep digging this hole with us till we find the gold. You know what I'm saying?
I dig that.
So that's basically what it's about. You know, a lot of us getting together and being on the same page with each other. We come from the same, you know, shit, and shit, we gonna let them see what we about, bro.
Showing that we can all support each other.
Right, man. Shout out Kingfish, Capo, you know, the solid figures, man.
Kingfish is pushing.
SY&B, oh man, come on, bro. That's pushing. Hey, bro, that's a I
gotta shout out to Young Woo, cause boy, I just been peeping. Like everything like right now, I'm just sitting there sitting back and watching like people doing music and how they just pushing it, like they're promoting themselves.
You got the glue to the cities, bro. You got a hell of shit.
Shout out to Dre, shout out to
on everything, Hollywood, all them. Then you got the Money Orchestrated brothers over there, Trey Ball, everybody, bro. Like that shit beautiful to me. But we all underworld, bro. It's basically one umbrella, and all of our labels
everybody
and clicks. It's in it. It's in that. To where we feel like, bro, because we done did it plenty of times. We hop off the bird in L.A. 5 cats done caught a flight over here. We might be in Atlanta, and then somebody might pull up from the city. It's like that, bro. We from this. Hey, man, he from the dub, bro. He with us.
Yeah.
Don't matter what you is back home. We might be from different turfs, all that, but he from the town, bro. And that's what we gotta get on, bro.
Yep.
We got to get on that type of push.
Because
you see somebody else coming from another spot, bro. You from they city, bro. You lining up with them. Mm-hmm. You know, hey, you out there with the hyenas, bro. You got to line up and mount up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what it's about, bro. You know, all of that good shit. But, yeah, the underworld, we got a show coming up. One of them things like that. So, everybody got tapes coming out. It's crazy because it's all gonna get hit at one time. Somebody, damn, they putting in work. I got a video dropping Thursday too. So, yeah. And we talked about that single shit. I've been calling it a single the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So Ado got what? Got some new music on the way? Or?
Man, come on. I got like 4. I ain't gonna lie. This whole summer gonna be about singles, bro. I mean, this whole departure right here gonna be about arrival, departure. It's all gonna be about singles.
With a couple fire-ass samples in there.
Right, bro, because, man, if you look at my catalog, bro, pretty much everything is projects like 15 to 20 songs on it. And I'm dropping tape to where now I'm more focused on, man, let's get that wave popping. You know what I'm saying? It's popping, but we need that wave to come like this.
The same way that you dropping all them projects, we can drop this one project.
Talk about that
we
budget.
Can get the same traction off of this one project that we.
And that's what I learned, bro. That's what I learned. You do a project. Don't get me wrong. You gonna have several people be like, man, I know a lot of people didn't take to that one, but that's my favorite, and I appreciate that. But I noticed because I'm going back looking at the analytics, and I'm looking at where the money coming in at.
Yeah.
That motherfucker right there, that did right here. So I'm gonna go back and catch up with that. I want 1, if that's all I gotta do, because I'm staring at 3 right now that's making it move. So I want to add another one, make it 4, and all of them get to move. And instead of putting all my time in the 6 months on a project, 3-4 months, and then you shoot out 15 songs, all for somebody to tell you, you know, that's the one.
Yeah.
Even though the project crazy, they running it back, but
that one.
I feel like this is the time to, instead of making a single be around a project, if you get what I'm saying, it's time to make the project build up around one single. Yeah.
100%.
It's, you know, it's less is more, you know, for real. So, yeah.
Well, Ado, my brother, man, I appreciate you pulling up on me.
Appreciate you, dog, for real.
I look forward to everything that you got going. I know the next project going to be crazy because you've been on a run.
Straight up, bro.
You've been on a run.
I ain't stopped one time, bro.
And
stop doing that, man. Don't get online talking about you done. Shit, you know?
Don't
do that. Don't do that.
Keep pushing.
Kills you.
Keep pushing. Don't
man,
stop.
If you feel like what you supposed to do, man, don't announce that, bro. If you serious about this shit, bro, stay serious about it. Take a breather. You know you're gonna get back in it. I'm musically inclined, bro. This is something that I love to do. It's not nothing that I just think that, you know, that I have to make it out of. I don't feel like that. I feel like, man, I love to do it, you know, so I love music. So I feel like, shit, I'll never just be like, I'm done, you know? Because
it's just
you don't know when you're going to pull it out,
Yeah.
pick it up. You know, you don't know. You don't know. So
you don't know when you're going to get inspired.
Once, light it up, light the flame. But yeah, bro, for sure. That's it.
Man, hey though, keep on doing what you're doing, big dog. Man,
Sure,
keep on being a positive influence to people out here. You know what I'm saying?
You too, bro.
Thank you. But ladies and gentlemen,
keep this shit running.
100%.
Shout out, man. RELLism.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an episode of RELLism. I'm your host, Rello. That's RELLO. Here with my man Ado, the voice of the streets. Man, go ahead and check him out. Go ahead and go stream all his music. Go ahead and check him out on YouTube. Do all that. Much love to you, Ado.
Hey, for sure, man.
We out.